Relief. That's what most dumpers feel after they ended things with you. But this can quickly turn into curiosity if you stay in no contact. Removing your attention can very quickly get your ex's attention, and this can lead to them being curious about you, which leads them to looking at your social media and your stories. Is this a good thing? Of course it is. It means your ex is thinking about you and their curiosity is high enough for them to reconsider getting back with you. In today's video, I am going to discuss what it really means when your ex is looking at your socials, but most importantly, what should you be doing to help your breakup situation. I'm also going to expose the underhanded tactics ex-back coaches use regarding your ex looking at your social media so they can sell you an ex-back program. Strap in because it's going to be a brutal wake-up call, but the no bullshit promise I can give you is that this video will do more for your situation than the last 50 ex-back videos can combined. And welcome back to the Love Fix. As always, it's Nick doing what I can to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible. If you want my help with your personal breakup situation, below in the description there is a link at the bottom. Hit that. That will take you to my one-to-one coaching services, as well as my other socials, Spotify where I do long form podcast shows, and my Instagram and my private Facebook group. Come and join. I'd love to see you there. Okay, let's get into it. My friends, for today's video to make sense, we need to understand one or two things regarding why you're placing so much on your ex looking at your stories. And some of it is your responsibility, but a lot of it's not. A lot of it is down to these ex-back coaches on YouTube selling you ex-back programs and feeding you false information about why your ex is looking at your stories. So in my quest to call out the bullshit ex-back coaches and channels, I am going to come at this video from a very different angle. The ex-back coach's advice regarding your ex looking at your Instagram stories, and by advice I mean them preying on your desperation to get you to sign up to their ex-back coaching for $400 an hour, goes something like this. If your ex is looking at your stories, you're about to hit the jackpots. That is what they call the hook. It hits your pain point and you anxiously listen for them to tell you your ex will come back. I did the same with the introduction to this video, but I am doing it to make a point. See how easy it was to keep you listening just by dangling the carrot of hope in front of you. Now I've got your attention. Stick around for some advice that doesn't suck and isn't dependent on your desperation to be useful. And hey, if you do want to have a one-to-one coaching session with me, I will be real with you. I don't know if your ex will come back because no one could possibly know that. And no amount of your ex looking at your Insta stories is an indication of them coming back. But I do know for damn sure we can get you back. We can get you feeling better. And I do not charge anywhere near $400 for the privilege. Climbing down from my high horse and moving on, the next thing the ex-back coach will do is to give you an explanation for the problem they just made up. They will say something like, your ex is looking at your story because they are trying to get your attention, so you will reach out. That's the confirmation bias you've been looking for. Now comes the solution and sales pitch. If your ex is looking at your stories, you have a small window of opportunity to get it right. Hit the link in my description for my Text Your Ex Back book, which is only $37.99. As we're on the subjects of books, I might as well plug mine. Fuck it, why not? I've nearly finished writing my book on getting over breakups, and when I release it, it won't be anywhere near as expensive as $37.99. And I promise, it will be way more informative than the shite in the Text Your Ex Back books. My friends, I would much rather you hate me and get well over you liking me and staying sick. So, here is what it really means when your ex looks at your socials. Fucking nothing. In reality, it means more to you than it does them because you want it to mean something. You want them back and that's your preferred outcome, which is okay. It is also okay to say, I still love and miss my ex and I want them back. It's not okay, however, to allow your imagination to fill in the gaps. It is not okay to let these ex-back charlatans to prey on your desperation. These fuckers will scalp you if Dandruff had a recommended retail price. To validate you, however, yes, your ex might be curious and they might be wondering if you're dating someone already. However, it means nothing unless they reach out and say, I miss you. I still love you. I made a mistake. and I want to work on our relationship together. Anything less than that is a waste of time, because if they are looking at your socials to see if you might be receptive to a reconciliation, all that tells me is they were going to reach out anyway, and no amount of text your ex back bullshit was going to influence that. You cannot outlogic how someone feels, my friends. I know it's brutal and you want your ex back more than anything, but human beings are fickle. People will do what they want to do. No amount of manifestation or using no contact as a weapon is going to change that. All social media has done is to provide you with a source of information you were never meant to have. Your imagination is abusing that information and spinning it into a narrative that never fucking existed. These X-Back coaches, these bottom feeders, have very skillfully observed that and turned it into a business. One can't actually help but admire the ingenuity, but I can't sit here and sell you a false narrative. My job is to get you back, to help you understand your breakup, your feelings, and how to level up. That means telling you the truth no matter how brutal it is. No one is coming to save you, my friends. It's no one's responsibility to save you but your own. Your ex doesn't owe you anything. They made what they felt is the best decision for them, and that's okay. You still want your ex back, and that's okay. But that's not your ex's problem. My friends, it is you giving meaning to your ex watching your stories. If they want you back, they will come and get you. At the end of the day, it's your imagination that is giving meaning to your ex's actions. Short of them reaching out saying, hey, look, I looked at your stories because I was curious, or I wanted to see if you was okay, or I wanted to see if you was dating someone, or I wanted to see if there's any possibility of us getting back together, it means nothing. We must stop giving meaning to something that has pretty much no meaning. What is the truth of the action? Action. And what I mean by action is, are they reaching out? Are they wanting to reconcile? Are they saying, hey, I want to work on this with you? Do they still love you? Are they saying these things? Are they showing you these things? Looking at a story doesn't show you anything. So you must step away from the socials and stop giving it meaning, because the more energy you spend on that, the less energy you're going to be spending on yourself to getting you where you need to be for an actual reconciliation. Because if you spend too much time wondering what they're doing on your stories, you're not working on yourself. And if they do come back, what are they going to find? I've said this so many times. What will they find? The person they dumped, or the person that leveled up and worked on themselves? The person working on themselves hasn't got time to be looking at what their ex is doing on social media. And that's all I've got for today. I hope today's video has been helpful, and as always, if you like it, please hit like and subscribe. It would really help the channel out. And guys, only about 30% of you are subscribed, so if you could actually press the subscribe button, it will get this information and the videos pushed out to additional people, which will help the channel grow, which will help me continue doing this content, which will help you and everybody else around you. So thank you so much. Just if you could just spend 2 seconds to hit the like button and the subscribe button, it greatly helps content creators like me out. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with my brutal honesty, but I hope it's your cup of tea and it's going to get you moving forward. Please don't listen to the bullshit out there. I am not going to sell you fake shit. I'm just going to tell you how it is, and I hope you are receptive. If not, no hard feelings. I will be here when you are receptive, and I'll be more than willing to talk to you. You are enough. You're going to be okay. It does get easier, and I will see you on the other side.